कनकाभुजौ कनकावदातौ सङ्कीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ नमस्त्रिकालसत्याय जगन्नाथाय च सभृत्याय सपुत्राय सकलत्राय ते नमः। अवतीर्णौ सकरुण्यकारुण्यौ परिच्छिन्नौ सदीश्वरौ श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यनित्यानन्दौ द्वौ भरतारौ भजे सहजयति विशुद्धविक्रमः कनकावः कमलायते क्षणः वरजानुविलम्बि षड्भुजो बहुधा भक्तिरसाभिनर्तकः जयति जयति देवः कृष्णचैतन्यचन्द्रो जयति जयति कीर्तिस्तस्य नित्या पवित्रा जयति जयति भृत्यास्तस्य विश्वेशमूर्ते जयति जयति नित्यं तस्य सर्वप्रियाणाम् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So we are in the discussion of the synopsis of all the three khandas, Adikhanda, Madhyakhanda, and Antyakhanda. So in Adikhanda, what are all the wonderful pastimes has been discussed. So 108th verse. आदिखण्डे गौराङ्गेर सर्वशास्त्रे जयत्री भुवनीयेन नाहिये सम्मुखाहय. So in the Adikhanda, Lord Gauranga's mastery over all the scriptures has been described. No one in the three worlds can compete with him. So in the previous Leelas, which has been described in a summary, how he began to study, he became a teacher, and then pride, he used to show the pride of scholarship to the atheists. So he has mastered all the scriptures and nobody can compete with him. What is there to master for him? He is a source of all the knowledge. The Lord defeated all scholars by the strength of his great learning. Neither the spiritual master of the demigods who reside in the heavenly planets, nor the scholars of this planet, nor the so-called scholars of the abominable lower planets could stand before the Lord in debate. Adikhande Bangadeshe Prabhuragamana Prachya Bhumi Tirthahaila Pai Sri Charana. In Adikhanda, we can see that how Lord travels to East Bengal, modern day of Bangladesh. Modern day Bangladesh, that is East Bengal, which becomes a holy place by the touch of his lotus feet. A few places in East Bengal, Bangladesh, that the Pandavas did not visit are still known as impure, because the pure Bhagirathi river does not flow there. In his travels to Bangladesh, Gaurachandra turned those places into tirthas by the sanctified touch of his lotus feet. So it is said there are some portions of the places in the East Bengal which are not considered to be pure because Pandavas did not visit there. Also, Bhagirathi, river Ganga, does not flow there. So when river Ganga is not flowing, that place is not considered to be pure. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu purified the place by keeping his lotus feet over there. Ganga flows from the feet of Krishna. And when Lord himself is present over there, then that means all the celestial rivers are present with him. Adikhande Purva Parigrahera Vijaya Sheshe Raja Panditera Kanya Parinaya. Now, Adikhanda also describes the disappearance of Lakshmi Priya and Lord's second marriage with the daughter of Raja Pandita. The Lord's first wife was Lakshmi Priya. The word Vijaya in this verse indicates that she gave up her body and returned to her own abode. And then Lord married Vishnu Priya. the daughter of Sanatan Mishra, who was the king's priest, Raja Pandita. The Pandita, that is the priest of a king, he was Sanatan Mishra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father's name, Jagannath Mishra. Vishnu Priya's father's name, Sanatan Mishra. Adikhandi Vayudeha Mandya Karichala Prakashila Prema Bhakti Vikara Sakala. The Adikanda, the Lord displays ecstatic devotional sentiments on the pretension of an imbalance of bodily airs. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he shows the Ashtavikara. But what is that? How he pretends to show? He pretends as if there's an imbalance of bodily air. Adikhande sakala bhaktere shakti diya apane brahmane brahmena mahapanditahana. So Lord empowered the devotees and wanders about as a great scholar. During his life as a scholar, the Lord will enlighten his students while wandering about Navadvipa. It's a tesham satatyuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamu payantite. It is Lord who empowers. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. It's Lord who empowers. It's Lord who gives that knowledge to know him. The same way to know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Lord did, what did Lord do? He empowered the devotees. And then in this way, he was just wandering about as a great scholar. Adikhande Divya Paridhana Divya Sukha Anande Bhashena Sachi Dekhi Chandra Mukha. The Adikhanda, Mother Sachi, floats in an ocean of happiness on seeing the moon-like face of the Lord, who dresses enchantingly and enjoys the transcendental pleasure. So Divya Paridhana, that means exotic dress. Lord likes to dress very nice. Then Lord should only dress. Actually, our dressing is only to show to Lord, not to anyone else. But when Lord dresses, he shows to the whole world. The word Chandramukha, that means his very bright, cool, shining face. Adikhande Gaurangera Digvijayi Jaya Sheshe Karilena Tandra Sarva Bandha Kshaya. So there was a scholar Digvijay. This we had done in the Adi Leela chapters of Chaitanya Chaitamrita also. We'll be again doing it in elaborately. There it was in brief, now we'll be doing it elaborately. Real synopsis is given that Gauranga, he's defeated the Digvijay scholar, ultimately delivers him from all the bondage. So Digvijay Pandit, he was from Kashmir and thus vanquished his pride. Sri Gauranga removed Keshava's adoration for material knowledge by instructing him on the transcendental science of Krishna. Keshava could spontaneously compose and recite various types of poems. He composed many original verses in glorification of the Lord, and Lord retained them all in his heart. After the recitation, the Lord pointed out various grammatical faults which left Keshava with wonder. Keshav received an opportunity from the Lord to gather the conclusion of the philosophy of simultaneous oneness and difference in the form of Sri Radha going worship. Later on, this Keshav composed an elaborate commentary on Nimbarka's Vedanta Kaustuba, named Kaustuba Prabha. Various shlokas and prescriptions in the compilation of Vaishnava rituals, Sri Haribhakti Vilas, are taken from Krama Deepika, which was composed by this Keshava. By his causeless mercy, Gaur Sundar conferred on Keshava the title Acharya among the Vaishnavas. Nowadays, many less intelligent pseudo followers of Keshava try to establish him as Vartma Pradarshaka Guru of Sriman Mahaprabhu. In order to protect these people from the offense of such useless, proud attempts and their reactions, Vrindavan Das Thakur has herein written, Sheshe Hari ke Sheshe Korilena Tandra Sarva Bandakshaya. Gauranga ultimately delivers him from all bondage. The Bhakti Ratnakara lists Keshava's predecessors in his disciplic succession. Srila Prabhupada quotes this list in his purport, Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi 16.25. The name Keshava Kashmiri may be found in the first chapter of Vaishnava Manjusa. So this is a very beautiful Leela where actually Keshav Kashmiri, he was a very proud scholar. He comes to Navdeepa and he defeats practically many scholars. Then he comes before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is younger than him. Then he says, what is the use of having competition with you? It's not like that. You can very well tell me, teach me also. Very humbly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu presented before Keshav Kashmiri. At that time, Keshav Kashmiri started composing the glorification of verses on the glorification of Ganga. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very silently was hearing. After that, he said, if you would like to, then I don't want to point out any mistakes. You're composed very nicely. But if you would allow, without taking it as an offense, I can show you. Then, in each and every verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu point out so many mistakes. The pride of Keshav Kashmiri was completely smashed. He took shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu gave him the title Acharya. And he wrote a book which has been mentioned here. Very wonderful book, that is Kramadipika. From this Kramadipika, certain verses have been taken in Hari Bhakti Vilasa. Hari Bhakti Vilas actually is the prescriptions and the different sanskaras which has been given in Hari Bhakti Vilas. Different sanskaras which has to be followed by the Vaishnavas, and everything has been given in Hari Bhakti Vilas. So Hari Bhakti Vilas, which is given by Sanatana Goswami, he has taken the verses from Kramadipika. There are pseudo followers of Keshav Kashmiri who say that he became the Patapradakshak Guru for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is why, to smash the strong philosophy. Here Vrindavan Das Thakur says, no, he is not the Patapradakshak Guru. In fact, he has been removed from the bondage of getting entangled in this material world because of the offenses which he has done towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It has been removed only by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Adikhande sakala bhakte re mohadiya saikhane bule prabhu sabare bhandiya. So this is another Leela where the Lord bewilders the devotees and lives among them as an ordinary person. They are themselves also confused. Which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is such an intellectual person, is defeating big scholars. But along with the devotees, he used to stay like an ordinary person. So that should be the characteristics of a devotee. Among the devotees, Lord is showing by his practical example. Among the devotees, one's scholarship and pride should not be shown. He should behave in a very common and a very friendly way, ordinary person. There the scholarship and all should not be shown. But outside, to the public, there one can show their pride, not among the devotees. Among the devotees, he should be like a lamb. In fact, one should appreciate each other. Amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. In the Lord's childhood pastimes as Navdeep, the devotees could not understand him as Lord Krishna himself. He created misconceptions in the minds of all devotees by personally exhibiting indifference to devotional service. The word Sei Khane means in Navdeep. The word Bule indicates that the Lord lived among the residents as one of them. So just see, how is he behaving? He's behaving as if he's very indifferent to devotional service. Among the devotees, we should not even show pride that we are very first class devotees. No, I chant so much. Whatever you are doing for Lord, even others are also doing. But degree may change. Every devotee is loving Lord. Every devotee has a love, and every devotee does according to his strength. The pride, if a person has a pride that I am doing the best, then Lord knows how to smash the pride. So we should be very careful. When the dealings come along with when the dealings comes with the devotees, one has to be very careful. There, the pride should not be shown. All the seva, I only do. This all pride should not be shown. Because Krishna accepts everybody's service. Even a squirrel's service was accepted by Prabhu Ram. Hanuman has some strength and squirrel also has some strength. According to one's capacity, everybody is serving Krishna. So every service to Krishna is actually a jai. Jai to Krishna consciousness. So that is a victory. For Krishna, what is a victory? That the people are inclined towards him. The more one is inclined towards Krishna, then he feels very happy. Well, it is said this body is like a tree and two birds are sitting. One bird is absorbed in eating the fruits, good fruit, bad fruit, change of seasons, isn't it? Sometimes sukha, sometimes dukha. When you have not asked sukha, sukha came. When you did not ask dukha, dukha came. Again, these situations are not going to remain permanent. As dukha was not asked for, as sukha was not asked for to go, it went and dukha came. In the same way, dukha also will go and sukha will come. All these temporary situations will be going on changing. But in all these temporary situations, a person is just absorbed in eating that fruit. Then there is a bird which is waiting. Hey, look at me. Why are you not looking at me? You're so absorbed in this sukha and dukha. So a devotee, in spite of having such situations, his face is towards Krishna. He is inclined to perform Krishna consciousness in every challenging situations. So that is what Krishna wants. And Krishna is very happy. According to one's strength, whatever the best a person does for Krishna, Krishna is very happy. So that is how the devotees, they love Krishna. How much they love Krishna depends on every devotee's interaction with Krishna. So that time, the devotees should not show pride to each other. I am doing so much. Immediately Krishna knows to remove that also. Adikhande gaya gila Vishwambhara Raya Ishvara Purire Kripa Karila Yathaya. The Lord Vishwambar goes to Gaya. Gauranga, Vishwambara, see the names, different names of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I had gone to meet somebody. I said, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day is going to come. He said, no, I have heard that it is Gauranga's appearance day. I said, same person. Chaitanya is known as Gauranga, Chaitanya is known as Vishwambara. He goes to Gaya and bestows mercy on Sri Ishwarapura Puri. He is bestowing mercy on Ishwarapuri, like Krishna going to Sandipani ashram and bestowing mercy on his guru Sandipani. And what is that mercy? Eternally Sandipani Muni is known as guru of Krishna. Whereas when Krishna and Balram comes to his ashram, Sandipani Muni, he understood Lord himself has come. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has appeared. Immediately circumlates both Krishna and Balaram. And he thinks, how can I give the knowledge to the one who is the source of all knowledge? So it is Krishna's plan to take knowledge from Sandipani Muni. Master 64 hours, Krishna and Balaram did that. In the same way, Vishwambara goes to Gaya, meets Ishwarpuri, takes initiation from Ishwarpuri, but still, it is said that he has given mercy to Ishwarpuri by allowing him to give initiation to Gauranga. The Lord went to Gaya in order to perform his father's Shraddha ceremony. The abode of Gaya is celebrated by the mark of the lotus feet of Lord Hari. By accepting Sri Ishwar Puri as his spiritual master, the Lord showered unlimited mercy on the beloved disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Today is Madhavendra Puri's disappearance day, who belongs to the Madhva Sampradaya. I have seen whenever the festival comes, Chaitanya Bhagavat speaks that time, the same festival. You know, we are blessed. We are blessed by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Today is Madhavendra Puri's disappearance day. I was just thinking, I'm not speaking on Madhavendra Puri. But somehow Krishna wants the glorification of Madhavendra Puri should be done. The most famous verse which Madhavendra Puri gives, Aidi Natayadranate Mathura Natagadavalokya Serdayam Twadalokakataram Daita Brahmyati Kim Karomyaham. So the Ashtavikara which Radha and Krishna has, same Ashtavikar, Madhavendra Puri also got. He says, he speaks in the mood of Srimati Radharani, Oh, I Deena Dayadranathe. Oh Lord, Deena Dayadranatha, you are the merciful master, O Lord. I want to see you. When am I going to see you? This is the mood of Srimati Radharani. Oh, master of Mathura, you have gone to Mathura now. You are master of Mathura. You have left us and gone. You are unmanifested. You are unmanifest in Vrindavan. You have left our Gokul and you have gone to Mathura. Now you are the master of Mathura. When shall I see you? Mathura Nata Kada. Kada means when. Kada Avalokya se. Hridayam Twadalokakataram. You should memorize this verse. Very, very important verse. Aidina Dayadranathe Mathura Nata Kada Avalokya se. Hridayam Twadalokakataram. Hridayam Twadalokakataram. My heart is very unsteady. The material world also heart is unsteady because of the different situations which we have. But here, in the mood of Radharani, Madhavendra Puri says, even my heart is very agitated. Why? Because I'm so eager to see you. I want to have your darshan. Daita Brahmyati Kim Karomyaham. Oh, Daita Brahmyati, oh beloved one, what should I do? I'm not able to understand what should I do. I just want to see you. My heart is so agitated. So this is pure love, which Radharani, which Madhavendra Puri can relish. The pure love of Srimati Radharani towards Krishna, that she cannot live without Krishna. Even though Krishna unmanifested in Vrindavan, seems that he has gone to Mathura, but Krishna very clearly says, Vrindavanam padam mekam nagachati, I will never step out of Vrindavan. So who goes along with Akrura is the Narayana Krishna. But Vrajasundara Krishna is always in Vrindavan. So taking the mood of Srimati Radharani, here Madhavendra Puri is crying, Oh Lord, I want to see you. And we know the famous pastime of Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri, the great disciple of Lakshmi Pati Tirtha. We have this pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visiting Lakshmi Pati Tirtha. And Lakshmi Pati Tirtha comes to know that his Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's spiritual master is Madhavendra Puri. And Madhavendra Puri's disciple is Ishwara Puri. Yes, like that the succession flows. Lakshmi Pati Tirtha gave initiation to Madhavendra Puri, Madhavendra Puri to Ishwar Puri to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So for Lakshmi Pati Tirtha, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Disciple, great grand disciple, you can say. So he had a special affection, Lakshmi Pati Tirtha, towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he visits, places on his lap. That is the beautiful pastime is there. But anyhow, so Madhavendra Puri, the pastime is, he was such a yachaka, you can say he was such a sannyasi, ajkara vritti sannyasi. Ajkara vritti sannyasi. That means he never went to beg for any food. He was not at all having that consciousness that I should eat. So he was sitting under a tree And for many days, he was just chanting. Lord comes with a pot of milk in the form of a cowherd boy. Madhavendra is surprised to see. He says, who are you? And how come you have come with a pot of milk? He says that the local ladies who are over here, they have been observing that you have not moved from this place and you have not eaten anything. So then he drinks the milk. And Lord says, you finish it and I'll come in the evening to collect it. Lord did not come to collect the pot of milk. So he was waiting for that boy, and the night Lord appears in the dream. Then he understood. Chaitanya, that Lord himself, Krishna himself has appeared. And then Lord instructs to him that dig me out of a place, my body is burning. So we know the story that how Madhavendra Puri, he digs the deities, one who doesn't go for himself anywhere outside, but for Lord, he collected all the villagers and told that we will dig this place. Here we'll find the deities of Lord. They started digging. Yes, they found. They are the same Srinath deities, Srinathji deities. So he takes the deities and places them on the top of Govardhan hill. Lots of more water pot is bought and Lord is given bath, and a lot of Annakuta festival was celebrated. Annakuta festival, which was inaugurated by Krishna during the Govardhan Lila. The same Annakuta festival is nicely performed by Madhavendra Puri. Many villagers from different places, they came with uh, wonderful bhogas for Lord. But again, Lord appears in the dream. For 1 month, this festival went on. Again, Lord appeared that I am feeling very hot. You go and collect chandan. Madhavendra Puri goes towards the Malaya mountains, that is towards Orissa, to collect the chandan. On the way, there is a village which is known as Remuna. Ramana means to give bliss, to give happiness. There is a place where Sita Mata, when she asked Prabhu Ram, I want to see your cowherd form, boy, cowherd form. At that time, Lord shows the cowherd form and all this, how he plays with the gopas and all. So Ramana, there's a place where Lord Ram gave bliss to Sita Mata. So in that Remuna Gaon, there is a deity, there are deities, Gopala deities. Sorry, Gopinath deities. And there it is the pratha, the 12 handa kheer is offered to Gopinath. It is said is the world's best kheer. Even out of curiosity, we also had that when we went to Yatra. So there is so wonderful kheer. There are 12 handas of kheer which is offered. So Madhavendra Puri was thinking, if I can get a chance to taste that kheer, and I'll also make the same kheer to my Gopal. But then he thought, what is this? Why am I thinking of eating? Lord is going to eat. He is Bhoktaram. Why did I have such thought? He left the place and went to the marketplace so that next day he can again travel. Here, Pandit was surprised to see 12 handas were offered, only 11 handas are seen. He was just searching. He could not find the 12th handa, 12th pot. In the dream of that Pandit, Lord appears and says that I have hidden that pot for a great devotee, Madhavendra Puri. Search him out and give that kheer to him. So Pandit comes to the temple, searches out. He could find that one pot and he went to Madhavendra Puri. Oh, Lord has stolen kheer for you, Kheer Chor Gopinath. From that time, even today, the place is known as Kheer Chor Gopinath. Kheer Kovra Kheer. In Bengali, they call Kheer Chora Gopinath, in Oriental language. So in this way, Lord stole kheer for Madhavendra Puri. Then Madhavendra Puri thought, oh, people will start praising me so much that Lord did this work for me. So he ran away again from that place also. But when he was given that pot, he not only took that kheer, he also ate that whole earthen pot because Lord has touched it. That is the love of Madhavendra Puri towards Lord. He did not throw the pot, he ate that pot also because Lord has touched the pot. He went to the Malaya place, and Orissa, the king of Orissa gave him. By the time the news has reached, the Lord has, that this Madhavendra Puri is not an ordinary person. Lord himself has stolen kheer for him. Then they gave him a lot of sandalwood, and also the king provided him, because he was very old, but by the time he was very, very old actually. Madhavendra Puri's age was very, very much. He was an old man. But still, he went all the way traveling, walking towards Orissa. Where is Vrindavan? Where is Orissa? And then, with some servants carrying the sandalwood, he again came to Remuna. Where again Lord appeared to the third time and said, don't carry all this sandalwood to Vrindavan. Apply the sandalwood here only. Gopinath is applied, there Gopala will be cool. So that is how the Chandan festival, now it's going to come. That time also we'll get the fortune again to discuss. The more we discuss about Acharyas, the more we relish. So Acharya Madhavendra Puri, he is the sannyasi from the Madhva Sampradaya. You can say his grand disciple is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Grand disciple. His Ishwar Puri is his disciple, and his disciple is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For Lakshmipati, he is great grand disciple. So this verse is a most famous verse. And also, from the Madhavendra Puri, Parakiya Bhavarasa has been introduced. Before that, people were not knowing that Prema Bhakti in the Madhva line. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took initiation from Ishwar Puri? Because Ishwar Puri is disciple of Madhavendra Puri, who taught Prema Bhakti. Till the time only Vatsala Bhakti was there. Madhurya Bhakti was not introduced in this Sampradaya, Madhva Sampradaya. When this Madhurya Bhakti was introduced by Madhavendra Puri, the mood of Srimati Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preferred to take initiation from this Sampradaya, that is Madhva Sampradaya. Today is Shukla Dvadashi, Shukla Paksha Dvadashi. This Falgun month, Madhavendra Puri disappeared. It is said at the time of his departure from this world, Madhavendra Puri was completely absorbed in separation from Krishna. And he was constantly repeating this verse. That is why this verse is considered to be the essence of expression of the mood of separation. This is a mood of separation. Madhavendra Puri was a disciple of Lakshmi Tirtha. Madhavendra Puri's disciples included Ishwar Puri, Advaita Acharya, Paramananda Puri, a Brahmin from the Tirhu area, Brahmananda Puri, Srirangapuri, yes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu missed Rangapuri, not Lakshmipati. Rangapuri. Pundarika Vidyanidhi, Raghupati Upadhyaya and others. So that is why Rangapuri was very happy to know that he is Godbrother's son. That is Ishwar Puri's disciple. Now Rangapuri is Lakshmipati Tirtha's disciple. So in this way, Madhavendra Puri, who appeared in 14th century, he said he was the guru of Madhva Sampradaya. In the Madhva Sampradaya, he is considered to be the foremost guru. Because Gaudiya Madhva Sampradaya, foremost guru, from him only started the whole Madhurya Rasa Tattva in Gaudiya Sampradaya. So here it is said Ishwar Puri was in Gaya. And when Lord went to Gaya to perform his father's Shraddha ceremony, he meets Ishwar Puri, accepts him as a spiritual master. The son of Advaita Acharya and a follower of Sri Gadadhara Pandit Achyutananda Prabhu replied to Advaita's question as follows. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's spiritual master is a spiritual master for all the 14 worlds. But you say that Ishwar Puri is his spiritual master, is not supported by any revealed scriptures. Under the influence of material knowledge, many foolish persons accept Sri Gaurasundar as the disciple of Ishwar Puri, but to deliver such deluded people from calamity, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur, the king of Vaishnavas, established Ishwar Puri as a recipient of Lord's mercy. Thus, it is a very powerful statement. Vrindavan Das Thakur says it is just to deliver everyone. Lord accepts the role of a disciple. Lord accepts. So it is not that Ishwar Puri is a spiritual master. Some may say Ishwar Puri is a spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But here Vrindavan Das Thakur is the king of Vaishnavas. What he says? No, Lord accepts a devotee to be gives the position to the devotees just to deliver the devotees. Just to deliver the devotees. So in this way, today is a wonderful pastime of Madhvendra Puri. So let us memorize this verse. For this is the verse which was chanted by Madhvendra Puri while departing from this world. So the whole mood is, I want to see you. So the mood is of Radharani, Kada Avalokyase, when am I going to see you, Krishna? Hridayam Tadalokakataram, my heart is burning, agitated. Daita Brahmati, Kim Karamyaham, I don't know what to do. I just want to see you. So that is the mood a devotee should have while leaving the body. So this is very important verse because this so-called examination called death, leaving the body, has to be faced by every devotee. So what should be the mood is taught by our acharyas. Our acharyas' mood is when I am going to see you, Krishna. That means they are eager to go to Krishna. But we, because of having so much of asakti in this material world, we fear death. But for Acharya, the death is nothing but a wonderful transmission from this world to the spiritual. Any of them, Krishna is never lost. But still they are showing us. Okay. Any questions? But I am really surprised. Every time when the festival is there, the same thing is there when we discuss the pastimes. This is also Krishna's mercy unto us. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
Any doubt?
सो वंडरफुल क्लास माता जी वो श्लोक आप ऑडियो भेज दीजिए प्लीज।
Shilpa Saha Mataji, I have, please unmute yourself. I was yesterday sending messages, but I was not getting any reply. Because you want a receipt, your address and all has to be mentioned. And any transfers, everything, you can just send it to me directly. Because Goshala, everything is taken care by Krishna's mercy. So you can send me directly and all your addresses and all, because Bindu Mataji can make the receipt.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. Hari Bol.
Yes, Mataji, I got your point.
Hari Bol.
Can you hear me, Mataji? Hare Krishna.
I'm not able to hear you, Shilpa.
Just a minute. Some problem with the phone, I think. Just a minute.
Okay. I think any doubts anyone has? Hare Krishna.